Hey guys, this video is going to show you how to simplify your rigging process using a Moho script called rig. So here's an example of a rig. Basically, we have a shape and a bone, and when I rotate the bone, it plays a pre-made animation from the shape. But here's the catch. If we want to create a rig in Moho, we have to create a shape, create a bone layer, move the shape layer into the bone layer folder, select the bone layer, create a bone, name the bone, constrain the bone, remove the bone strength, create an action, name the action, rotate the bone, select the shape layer, and then animate our shape. That's a lot of steps, and depending on the complexity of the rig, it can be very time consuming. But with a rig, we can just focus on animating while it handles all the non-animation steps. I'll show you an example using rig. So I'm going to create a shape, then I'll change the frame I'm on. Now I animate the shape however I want. And now that I'm finished animating, I select the shape and then assign the animation to either the left side or the right side of the rig. So here's some more information. When you name a rig, that information can be used twice. This means each rig can hold two animations, one for the left side, one for the right side. And when I assign an animation to a rig, it means this animation will happen when I rotate the bone for that rig. For this example, I'll assign this animation to the left side. Wait, never mind, I mean the right side. And I can create another animation for the left side of the rig. And there we are. Our rig is officially made. All we had to do was add some animation and it was finished. When you're ready to use the rig, make sure you have the bone layer selected, and then whenever you rotate the bone, it'll play the animation. So we just covered the main feature of rig, but here's a quick overview for the other three options. We can name a rig. Each rig name can hold two animations. If we rig one side more than once, it will replace the old animation with the new animation. The angle constraints, they allow us to change how far the bone will rotate left and right. It can go from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. By default, it's always set to 90 degrees. Rotate. This feature allows us to change the position that the bone is facing. We can change it from 0 to 360 degrees. By default, it's set to 0 degrees. The last two features included with rig are bone binding and layer adjusting. With bone binding, we can create more dynamic rigs. Here's how it works. I select two or more bones, and then I bind them. What happens is now I can have another bone which controls the angle of the other bones. Similar to a coordinate system, the bones are now tracking the bind bone. Here's an example of the bind bone at work. With layer adjusting, we can move shapes from the current layer to either the layer below it or above it. So here's how. First, I select the shape I want to move. Make sure all the points for it are selected. Then I click the up or down arrow. Up meaning it'll send it to the layer above, down arrow for the layer below. If we don't select a shape at all, it'll move all the shapes within that layer to whichever layer you chose. That's it for the rig. You can find rig on my Gumroad store. Happy animating. I'll see you later.